Republican MAGA-aligned United States Attorney here in Los Angeles, Bill Asaley, he just launched a federal probe investigating exactly where California's homeless dollars are going. The FBI and I.R.S. are going to assist. Asaley estimates $24 billion in homeless funding statewide over the past 5 years, much of that spent here in Southern California.
We will get to the bottom of it, and if we find that any federal laws are violated, we will arrest and prosecute those individuals involved.
Governor Gavin Newsom and the chair of the L.A. County Supervisors tell Fox they welcome Asaley's investigation. However, L.A. Mayor Karen Bass, who says homeless numbers dropped by 10% last year, she says she doesn't want the investigation to be, quote, a fishing expedition.
Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. You heard that. That last part is very telling. Gavin Newsom welcomes the investigation, but L.A. Mayor Karen Bass doesn't want it to turn into a fishing expedition. Well, that's what an investigation is, Karen. They're fishing. They're trying to find information. They're trying to follow the money and find out what happened and find out where it went. So by definition, it's a fishing expedition, you dummy. And you know why Gavin Newsom is okay with the investigation? Because he is okay with throwing Karen Bass's puss-eating ass under the bus. She will be a fall guy. She will be a patsy. She will be removed if necessary. You think Gavin Newsom's head is going to roll? He has aspirations for the White House. He's looking at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. He can't let anything like a pesky $24 billion hold him back, even though his fingerprints are all over it. Even though you can go back and find footage of him from 2008 saying he has a 10-year plan to eradicate homelessness. All throughout his governorship, I'm going to eradicate homelessness. Here's my plan. I'm going to do it. We are going to do this. I am going to eradicate homelessness from this planet. You and I, if we look forward to the future, you will see that I will help you to eradicate homelessness. What's up with this dude's hands? I know Italian people talk with their hands, but is he like double Italian? What does he talk? Oh, he talk with his fucking, hey, over, I told the fucking guy, I do this right here. Hey, yo, wait. Like, Italian people are looking at him like, man, you use your hands too damn much. $24 billion. I think you can solve any problem in the world with $24 billion. They say, remember those cackling hoods on The View? Those fattened vultures sitting high upon their perch with their powdered ovaries. They even said they were shitting on Elon Musk. Now, when was it? Was it when they were sucking Elon Musk off because of his Tesla and his electric cars, or after he put his support behind Trump and they wanted to kill him because he's Hitler? It might have been after. But they said that Elon Musk could stop hunger on Earth. Earth. He could cure. I don't think you cure hunger. He could stop hunger with $6 billion. Six. So we could cure. There I go again. We could stop hunger 4 times over. Or if you had 4 Earths, $24 billion. I'm sorry. Yeah, 4. I was right. See, public school. If you had 4 Earths, that $24 billion at $6 billion a pop would stop hunger on every single planet. So let's say you do that. You take $6 billion from 24, you got $18 billion left. So let's see. We stop hunger on Earth and we still got $18 billion to blow. I will make that statement right now. You can solve any of the world's problems for $24 billion or less. And these jackass demon assholes lost $24 billion. And when they asked them, what happened to $24 billion? What does your adolescent son say to you when you ask him why he did something? I don't know. I don't know. You got me. 24 billion? Anybody? No? Gone. So now the FBI and the IRS are getting involved. Uh-oh. So I hope that the IRS strikes even more fear in them than they do in us. You ever got one of those notices? You owe us money, lien on your property, garnish your wages. That fear that the IRS puts in the American people, which is bullshit. There should be no entity that puts fear in us, especially when you're taking our money, you piece of shit. But I hope they put an even worse fear in them. I hope the Karen Basses of the world and every other one of those Illuminati cocksuckers who had a hand in making that $24 billion disappear. I bet you David Copperfield is so jealous. He's like, I'm over here making the Statue of Liberty disappear, fucking airplanes, and you guys made 24 billion disappear? I'm jealous. I am in awe. Remember when Wayne and Garth went backstage and met Alice Cooper? We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. That's what David Copperfield is doing in front of these bastards in LA. Poof. 24 billion. You reach behind their ear. Whoop, there's 24 billion and it's gone. So what are the IRS and the FBI? Well, actually, they're going to be there, and their role is going to be support. They're going to be supporting in any way they can help. They will. Hold on one second. Let me pull something up. So the state of California just poof pow made $24 billion disappear. And I think because I think Los Angeles, or I know Los Angeles has most of the homeless, that's where Karen Bass's head is probably going to be rolling downhill from the guillotine. Because they'll be damned if they have to pay for this. And this falls squarely in the lap of Gavin Newsom. Over 5 years, these bastards lost $24 billion. How are you still the head of the company? Point to me a company where you can lose $24 billion and still be there and still show up to work on Monday. How do you do that? I don't know. Ask Gavin Newsom. He did it. Got audited. I don't know. Shit. What do you want from me? I'm just the governor. And being that, he's appointed by Trump, they're going to try to spin it like, well, he's doing this because Trump hates Gavin Newsom and Trump hates California and Trump hates Karen Bass. That's why they're sicking this MAGA pit bull on the $24 billion. Never mind the fact that we're missing $24 billion. Focus on that. Just like with Doge. Oh my God, Elon Musk, he's not even American and he wasn't even elected. That's not the point, stupid. What about the billions upon billions of dollars that he's finding that these bastards blew on fake tits and coke and strippers and Lamborghinis and lavish vacations that your punk tax-paying ass could never afford? They're flying around in those. You ever see those videos on Instagram where they're like flying to Dubai or some shit? They got these little pods that belong to them, a little sleep area, and you can close it off, and the windows are opaque, and you got a little screen in there, and it's like $20,000 a pod, but whatever. I'm not paying for it. Instead of talking about that, instead of talking about the theft, forget waste, fraud, and abuse. That's theft. You know what they used to do to thieves? You lose a hand for that shit. You steal a loaf of bread from the bazaar, and they're going to cut your hand off. So what do they cut off when you steal $24 billion? Everything? If they'll take a hand for a loaf of bread, what should we take from them for $24 billion? I don't know. Their freedom? You're living lifestyle, a lavish lifestyle on the back of my labor, from the sweat of my brow. And you get to walk around, Gavin Newsom. You get to run for president. You get to do a podcast. Hey, you guys, when you go to work, steal the largest amount of money you can, let your boss find out, and see if he hooks you up with a podcast. Slimy son of a bitch. I hope they find everything. I want names. I want jail time. I want restitution. I want you to find that money. I want you, you know who I want to get to find that, to hire to find that money? Find me a struggling couple in America who's pinching every penny. You're pinching that penny so tight that Abraham Lincoln's getting lightheaded. Just scraping and scratching and cutting every corner they can, trimming all the fat that they can. That's who I want on this case, because they're going to find that shit. That's what they do. They look for money. They stretch every dollar to keep their family afloat. That's why I want finding that money. Hire them, FBI. Hire them, I.R.S. Somebody's got to pay for this shit. 24 billion, nowhere. Gavin Newsom podcast. Meet me in the comment section. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think of this? What do you think they're going to find? Who do you think they're going to find? Do you think Karen Bass is going to lose her ass? Do you think she's going to be one of the people that they throw into the meat grinder? Because Gavin's not going down for this. Come on, you know who his auntie is. Her and all her facelift and her giant old titties. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out. And be sure to hit the link in the description box to get those American hands on some official green gear.